just once or twice. Be nice, be nice. Be kind and sweet to everyone you meet and keep nice things on your mind.
And welcome back to On Good. Are you recording the camera?
Oh, no. Okay, we're ready.
And welcome.
And
welcome back to On Good Terms. I'm Eric.
And I'm Elise.
And we are On Good Terms. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Seems like we kind of nailed this episode already. Once again, that light's not even on.
Oh, sorry. Let me hit the little button.
Once again, it is hot in the studio.
It's
There's
hot
a heat
as
wave
fuck.
in Philadelphia, and I don't have
have
central air conditioning.
No, and I'm sweating, he's sweating, and we're both getting grumpier by the second.
Yes, grumpy and anxious.
Grumpy and anxious and overstimulated.
Yep. But we have this nice fan going, which surely won't be picked up by these dynamic microphones.
Never. I don't hear it in my headphones. So that should...
There we go. Case closed.
Case closed.
I finished Red Dead Redemption 2, the game.
Yeah, and how was it?
It was fantastic.
You 100% finished it or just the main storyline?
Well, there's like the main story, and then there's like which one comes after?
Oh, an epilogue?
An epilogue,
yeah.
Or a prologue, whatever.
No, epilogue.
Epilogue. Which I thought was going to be like one mission, but that was like a whole, the epilogue took me a few weeks to finish.
Did you have a nice time playing?
I had a fantastic time.
Oh,
It's my new favorite game.
What are you going to play next?
More Red Dead.
Oh. Do they have Red Dead number 3?
No, but within the next 5 years, they'll have a new GTA. So once that comes out,
are you
I'll
just
buy
gonna
a new
replay?
system. And roll the thing would you can just walk around and there's still so many side missions
quests,
and
yeah,
stuff.
True. This is true.
And I like playing my own little games where I kidnap women and
don't
tie them up and toss them in a fire. Or on the railroad tracks or off a cliff or next to an alligator.
To blow off some steam.
Yeah, or literally blow them up. There's a lot of fun, creative ways you can kill people.
Yeah.
It gets all the bad thoughts out.
I'm glad you have
Or does it ignite them?
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
I guess we'll find out. I'm having a really hard time concentrating because I have something within me. I don't know what it is.
What do you mean?
I have, so I think right now, if you put me down on what are those people who assess what, in the morgue, and they're like, this person died because of this.
Oh, like a cadaver?
No. Who's the person that does that?
A mortician?
I don't know if they're a mortician. Well, whatever. Imagine that person, imagine you're watching Criminal Minds,
yeah.
and they're like, now you're going to want to check this out. And they cut open her stomach. If you were to cut open my innards, if you took a knife and you went like this,
don't tempt me.
Yeah, seriously. I feel like on the inside of all of my organs, there's a thick layer of gunk. And I just feel dirty. And I just feel disgusting.
What do you eat today? You eat any gunk?
No, I think it's completely psychological.
Gunk often is.
Yeah, so I just feel disgusting, and I tried all of my special OCD routines to cleanse myself, and nothing worked, so now I'm drinking.
Honestly, I felt like that today, too, and once I cracked open a beer, once I got home, I felt a lot better.
Yeah, I'm just I tried all of my little routines that I can't share with you because then you would know the secrets, but...
That's okay. It's not like I also suffer from OCD and can use helpful tips.
Well, it's not because they're not helpful tips. You know how I have secret songs and I can't tell anybody why they're my special songs?
Oh, yeah.
I listen to all of my special songs.
I know. Sorry, I know why it's not. Can you close the window?
The window's closed.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yes.
Dude, every episode I say that because the angle...
I know. And because of that one time, it looked like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was also gunky at work. That's how I know my litmus test for if I'm actually sick or just anxious is after 2 beers, do I still feel sick? I was kind of congested all this week, probably allergies and shit. I feel fine today. But I was like, fuck, because I have a lot of shit to do this week. I have that session Saturday, and it's a lot. Whenever I have a lot of shit to do, that week I happen to get sick, and it's all right, let's have a few beers and reassess the situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I mean, I know it's something about going home. Like, I went home to, like, my hometown. Something about, like, anytime I feel any sense of, like, warped nostalgia, it, like, builds up, like, a physical gunk. And I, like, feel ill.
Also, just, like, long car rides. Like, since I've been driving to work, I
Really?
feel better when I take the train.
Really? I love car rides. I like driving by myself is like the only time I have alone to myself.
Yeah, but when you're waking up at like 6:30 to drive
that's true. But I don't think
on 76.
Yeah. No, I feel like a commute is different than like
just kind of driving
like a mini road trip.
No, it's very I like a mini road trip.
Like
I don't like
my
commute.
Yeah, no, commuting blows because then you got to go to work.
Yeah, I listened to a pretty funny podcast today though, so I was satisfied.
I listened to music today. Lots of songs, and none of them fucking worked. None of them cleansed me.
I've been listening to NBA Youngboy recently. I think you might like him. He's kind of silly sometimes.
Oh, I think I would like him too. I wish I believed in God so that I could believe like an exorcism. I would love to be exorcised.
Yeah, well, you don't have to believe in God. You just have to believe in demons.
I think I have to believe that a priest could cure me.
No, priests aren't even the ones doing exorcisms half the time. You can find a guy like on Fiverr.
Ugh, I wish I knew somebody that I believed. Like, I wish I, like, trusted something enough, like, that I could placebo. Because the illness is placebo, so I need a more powerful placebo to get rid of the illness, my fake illness.
I just watched It's Always Sunny last night. Did you see the one where they, Charlie's involved in, like, a scientific experiment? They give him, like, a pill to make him smarter. And he starts like talking Mandarin and like saying all this stuff.
No.
And at the end of the episode, they reveal it was a placebo, and he's just speaking like gibberish the whole time.
Classic Charlie.
Epic Charlie moment. Yeah, I've been on a big like Always Sunny revival kick now that the new season's coming out. That's a show that I can rewatch every like 2 years or so and just be
I love
satisfied.
That show. They're funny. They make me laugh. And we live in Philadelphia.
That's the best thing. I sometimes I'll like take a little picture of like one of the transitions and I'll be like, I know where that is.
Like, this is just like my life.
That's Spring Garden Street.
Yeah. Where we...
Here's the depressing thing, though. They don't actually film in Philadelphia.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they film in Los Angeles.
That's bullshit. They should film here. They need to create Philly jobs.
When they first start, actually, no. I think they always lived in. Yeah, I mean,
really? Well, did they drive all the way across the country to film the intro and then drive all the way back?
Mac.
Are they all from Philly?
The guy who plays Mac is from Philly.
Oh,
I don't
Rob?
think Rob. I don't think any
of the other ones are from Philly. Those fake fucks.
Charlie
we're not
Day's
from
like Rhode Island. Dennis is, I don't even know where he's from. Glenn. But yeah, the intro, like the theme song, they did film like driving through Philly, and then they probably just sent out a crew to get some like transition and outside shots and stuff. But yeah, no, it's all filmed on a set in LA.
Wow, movie magic breaks my heart.
That's Hollywood for you. It's full of
liars,
elitists who lie to you.
Dirty. But you know what? I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait to see. I was just going to say, I can't wait to see Oppenheimer and Barbie, but I'm like, all I fucking see every time I go on Twitter or like anything.
So annoying.
But I mean, I like it. I eat it up each time because I am so excited and I like all the marketing, but.
There's no marketing for Oppenheimer.
Doesn't need to be.
Yeah, no, I mean, for a Christopher Nolan movie, like, you know it's going to be good.
And it's also, I feel like it kind of like, it has its
badly.
own, like in the face of Barbie's like massive marketing thing, it's almost like, haha.
I'm honestly... I do want to see Oppenheimer in theaters, but I'm a little nervous because Christopher Nolan movies are like notorious for the audio being mixed poorly, where
really?
like you can't hear the dialogue. And I never have a problem because every one of his movies I've seen at home and I always have subtitles on. But like in a theater, I'm scared of like missing and
I'll
having
let you
to
know
like, be
because
like,
what? I know because I've been to a few. The Regal or whatever like by my house messes up the audio, and when I was watching Spider-Man, it was really pissing me off. But I'm going to see it in IMAX, so I'll let you know how it goes. If it's good in IMAX, maybe then you can go.
Does IMAX affect sound quality?
Yes, I think so. I don't know.
I don't even know what IMAX is.
I just know that's the one.
I thought it was like when I first, and I honestly I still don't know, but it was when I first heard IMAX, I thought for some reason it was like I heard like surround something, like
surround sound.
And I thought it was like every like a racquetball court, every wall
was like a
of
speaker.
the theater, not
That's what I
even
thought,
not even
yeah.
a speaker, like the movie surrounds you.
Oh,
like
like a
all four walls of
360.
the
Yeah,
theater
yeah.
have the same movie playing at the same time, and I was like, that's cool, but maybe a little distracting.
I think it's just like bigger and better. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's like a Blu-ray thing where it doesn't really mean that much.
Yeah, did you see the new sex trafficking movie?
Which one?
It's like this like QAnon bait movie made by this like Mormon production group.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What's it called?
It's going crazy in the Catholic circles.
Oh, yeah?
It's just like a shitty movie about like these guys who like stop sex trafficking, and it's like a huge fucking dog whistle.
Sounds really good.
Yeah, they reviewed it on Chapo, and I've seen some people I follow on Instagram and some
Wait,
people
is it
I
in
work with talking
theaters?
about it. Yeah, it's in theaters.
What's
We
it
should go
called?
see it. I can't even tell you. The fucking human trafficking
Thing
movie.
show?
Oh no, my Honduran daughter's gone. Please help. I think that's what it's called. Someone get my Honduran daughter
Somebody
back.
please.
ASAP. As soon as you can.
As soon as you can. Take your
Please
time.
get my Honduran
Please.
daughter back
She's missing.
from the shipping container.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Well, I have some Reddit posts.
Yeah, I would
that we
like
can
to hear
read.
that. Oh, I should have.
I don't have a freak of the week, but we can discuss these. So I don't know if you saw, there was a thread on Twitter where someone posted like a brief interaction with a woman who didn't want to go on an ice cream date with him. She was like, "Oh,
What?
they planned a date," and she was
You know
like,
what?
"Oh,
I
what are you?"
didn't.
And he was,
I didn't see this viral clip.
and he was like, "Oh, like it's so hot out. Do you want to like grab ice cream?" And she was like, I forget what she said, but she's like, "Sorry, like I don't like want to go out with someone who thinks that ice cream's a good first date, something like low effort like that or whatever."
That would hurt my feelings.
No, I dude, if someone asked me to go get ice cream on a first date,
We did that on date. That was our second date.
second. Also, was it ice cream or was it ice? It was like
Well, I mean, same shit. It was
not
Italian.
same shit because I don't eat ice cream, but I will
You
eat some
didn't eat
ice.
Italian ice. You had 2 bites, and I ate all of mine.
I don't eat on dates.
Yeah, well.
Don't ask me to get any form of food. I'm going to say no. We have to. The only date that I'll accept is going into the middle of the woods with you where no one can hear you.
Yeah. Or going to get drinks. Or mini golf.
Drinks are dangerous too because there might be some food involved.
You don't have to get it. You should just pretend to eat it. Like, put it through the side of your mouth. Like,
Or make
just
that
throw it on
sound
the floor.
too.
And then throw it on the
I just
floor.
have a huge pile of like salad on my lap.
No, just throw it on the floor so it like hits her foot.
What was that? Oh, roaches. Yeah, this place is known
Yeah,
for
this
roaches.
place sucks. I don't know why you picked it.
All right, so this is on the 2X chromosome subreddit, which is like a feminist subreddit.
2X chromosome?
Yeah, for women who have 2X chromosomes.
Okay.
Is that not just Down syndrome? Or oh no, that's an extra chromosome.
That's what I thought too, and I was afraid to say something in case I was stupid.
They should call the women with Down syndrome
Why is it
3X
based on
chromosomes.
why is it based on chromosome? Is it like only for cis women?
Well, I think it's mostly because women think they're clever.
And they aren't?
So she's talking about like the thread of the ice cream. Of course, posting about this woman is just an excuse for a thread of rampant misogyny from men commiserating about how women use men for free meals.
Okay, I agree with that so far.
Let me preface. The title of the post is, "You're allowed to not go on a date if you think it's low effort." And then continuing with the body of the text, "The woman here was polite, communicated clearly."
Can I see the message? Because so far I'm on her side, and you're doing...
They didn't post
Okay.
it. What I said is pretty much
Okay,
it. It's
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
clear cut. The woman here was polite, communicated clearly, and in my opinion did nothing wrong or worthy of being mocked by hundreds of strangers.
So far,
she's
I
allowed
agree.
to not want to meet you. All bold. She's allowed to think an ice cream date isn't fun or interesting or worth her time. She's allowed free will and to be picky, even if you'd agree with her personal standards. Women are allowed to say no, all caps, say no, and all caps, not give men a chance, and no amount of complaining on Reddit with other angry, lonely men is going to change that. This woman seems like a blast at parties.
Well, you know what? I agree with everything she said. I completely agree with everything she said.
So would you, if someone asked you out to ice cream as the first date, what would you say?
Well, first of all, I would love that because I don't want to go on a high effort date. I would rather, like, that's my personal preference. But
what if the ice cream date was just standing on the corner waiting for Mr. Softy truck?
our first date, we sat in the woods. Like,
I'm
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, my standards for a date, I don't care. Like, if somebody wants to hang out with me, we can do, like, but that's like who I am as a person. If she is somebody who doesn't want to do that, then fine. Also, like, if you're that, like, if it's that important to her and it's not that important to him, it seems to me that later down in the line, they're going to have some things to argue about.
Yeah, it seems like they got some stuff to argue about.
I don't think she said anything wrong. I think you can always say no.
You can always say no, but also people are allowed to mock you online for saying no.
For sure. I mean,
obviously this woman has free will, but it's also like you know how that's going to look. Like, that appears to be very snobby and
Yeah, I guess so.
Any conversation you have with a stranger on a dating app at this point,
I mean, I don't think you should publish it. Like,
you have to expect for it to be posted on Twitter or Reddit.
Yeah,
that's because that's just what people will post, like, semi cringy like texts that a person on Hinge sends them. And
that's like one of my worst
fucking
fears.
Piece of shit.
I know, that's like so. I don't think you should do that. Like, leave us alone. I almost feel like they should be like, like OnlyFans is copyrighted. I feel like Hinge openers or something should be copyrighted because, like, shit, I'm not allowed to be embarrassing. Like, sometimes I strike out.
Sometimes you say something a little fucking embarrassing.
I know, like, I don't want that to be. We have no fucking privacy anymore. All of my Hinge openers are going to come with an NDA.
Yeah, just a whole contract. Are you sick? You keep sniffling.
I'm not sick. I'm sniffling just because, like, it's hot. I need something to do with myself. I need to do something with my body. If I were to blow my nose, nothing were to come out.
All right.
I'm just really anxious. So I need to, like, feel sensations with my body.
Okay.
To make things better. Okay, so your first Reddit post just made me feel like you're kind of a dick. So let's,
Me?
Yeah. You come across a little...
What did I say that made me seem like a dick?
I don't think it's fair to say that Reddit post is, like, so outrageous.
I didn't say it was outrageous.
Well, I mean, I don't even think it's worth mentioning. Like,
well, no, it brought up, I'm not saying, like, oh, this is a freak of the week. I'm saying, this is something worth discussing. Right. These aren't, like, crazy things. It's just like fucking conversation starters, unless you have anything you want to add.
No. I mean, I guess also I was also going to say, I feel like a lot of, like, dating stuff, anything like that, I feel like I'm so, like, there's so many, like, rules that I feel like people online understand about dating that I don't, and that, like, I don't follow.
It's all made up.
I know. I always see these, like, things that are like 10 alpha male tips to guarantee a yes on the first date.
Yeah, but nobody actually, like.
No, I know.
That's not, like, real life people. We should revert to back in the day. You could just pick a fucking woman's name out of the phone book, follow her home from work, and ask her on the date, and in 3 months she'll be cooking you dinner. That's the way to do it. I'm saying back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day. Sure. Okay.
It was considered romantic to follow a woman home from work.
By who?
You'd follow a woman home from work and her dad be waiting out the door and he'd be like, oh, who's this fella that followed you home from work? Bring him in.
You want her hand in marriage?
Let's cook him a casserole. Nowadays, you get shot.
Yeah.
My grandpa met my grandma because his buddy had just, like, a Rolodex of, like, a directory of just various women's names.
It's really weird.
My grandma's last name, her maiden name, started with a Z. And my grandpa's friend gave it to him. He's like, yeah, pick out a woman. My grandpa was like...
Pick out a woman.
He was like, all right, so let's go to the very end. And he gave her a call, and they were married for, like, 60 years.
That's kind of sweet.
Yeah,
but I also feel like that was different back then. Like, you didn't have, like, dating apps. Like, you didn't know how, like, meeting people,
That's what I'm saying. That's why you just got to pick their name out of a Rolodex and follow them home from work.
Yeah, but what if I don't like them? I don't want to follow anybody home from work. I don't want to meet anybody else.
People didn't date to like people back then. Like, you go on
You just went on dates as a hobby.
If you're going steady with a girl, which was 3 dates back then it's kind of expected. People didn't break up back then.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No one used to get dumped, like, in, like, the 40s and 50s.
No, because they didn't have birth control. They just got fucking pregnant.
Exactly. People are scared of that. People are scared of that kind of commitment nowadays.
Yeah, as they should be. It's a lifelong commitment. They people should take seriously.
All right, here's the next one. This
Okay,
is off
I'm
the
ready.
subreddit. Am I the asshole? Are you familiar with the premise?
I am. Oh my god, I gotta fucking down this thing. I'm really trying really hard.
I'm sorry you're having such a miserable time.
It tastes like vinegar. I'm trying so hard to be cool and funny.
Am I the asshole for yelling at my wife because she
Yes.
used our conjoined savings to buy a yoga studio? Does your answer still stand?
An entire yoga studio? How much is in their savings? Like,
Can I read
yeah,
it?
yeah. No.
Me, 32.
Me, 32.
Oh, they're gay. Oh, you're allowed to yell at your wife if you're gay. Someone has to be the. Someone has to have the upper hand.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's bad if like a dude yells at his wife, but if a girl yells at her wife, it's just a cat fight.
No, that's not true. It's not how. It's not true. Ugh.
It's just two lunch ladies yelling at each other. That was the first like gay occupation that came into my mind.
I
Like
don't
when I think
really-
like lesbian, I think like, oh, you work in like a cafeteria.
What the fuck are you talking about? Like, why? Are you messing with me?
Personal history.
Did you know any lesbian lunch ladies? I didn't.
I pick up some vibes.
Oh,
I pick up some vibes.
that's like honestly like that's not a profession I think of at all.
What do you think? Like a
Like a barista.
okay.
That's super gay.
Yeah, but I mean like middle-aged gay.
Middle-aged gay. I mean, they work all sorts of jobs. I guess I don't know if I have a specific.
Like stereotype. Like say two gay guys. What do you think? What
I
are you picturing?
I actually don't know.
This is hard for you because you know gay people in real life.
Yeah, like I can't like pick.
I don't.
So you just have to.
I work with multiple gay people.
Yes, you do know.
So marketing, I guess.
Yeah. Gay people work in all kinds of jobs. That's kind of the whole thing.
Wedding planners.
Sure, I guess they're in every business and every.
Gay guys love planning events.
I guess so. I just know multiple gay men and none of them like to do that.
HGTV hosts.
Like the Property Brothers.
Yeah, or like any of the male realtors on House Hunters. They refuse to have a straight man show them out. All the straight guys go into like the mortgaging. Like they don't do the actual realting. Like
yeah, because
realty.
they don't have any flair. They don't know how to talk to people.
They can set up your mortgage for you, but they're not gonna like show off a house to
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
All right, let me continue. My wife we've been married for 9 years. We have a son, Casper, male, 7. That's necessary information.
Why the fuck would they include their kid?
When my wife and I decided to get married, made the decision to have a conjoined savings account for emergencies. We've saved up a good amount of money, which I appreciate because I have a lot of financial anxiety. A couple of years ago, my wife started attending yoga regularly, and she's been making comments about wanting to teach it eventually. I assume she meant as a hobby and was super supportive of her. Fast forward to today. I'm on our online bank account about to transfer some money and see that over 2/3 of the money has disappeared. I'm confused and ask my wife about it when she gets home. That's when she tells me that she has used all the money to buy a yoga studio fully furnished with mats and all. I mean, the mats can't be that expensive.
Yeah, I don't know why she threw that in there.
It's just like plants and like
No,
dim
literally.
lamps.
Yeah, I don't even need lighting.
That's
You don't
when
even
she
need
tells
heat.
me
Call it
that.
hot
Oh,
yoga.
I read that. I start yelling at my wife, asking
Yeah.
her why she would use our conjoined savings for this irresponsible purchase. She then tells me she used our savings because she quit her job to become a full-time yoga instructor and didn't have enough money herself. I start screaming and calling it irresponsible. She says I'm an asshole for yelling at her instead of talking it through. We had to stop our argument because our son came home.
Okay, so wife Miss Yoga Francine is the fucking asshole here. Completely. There is not even a doubt in my mind because, well, both of them, first of all, never in my life, gun to my head, I will never have a conjoined bank account with anybody.
I think if you've been married for a good bit, that's like a smart idea to do.
Well, this shit
you
could
get
happen.
more interest. Well, assuming you're married to a non-fucking psychopath.
But you aren't married like, oh, well, they're a psychopath, but I guess I'll marry them anyway and share a bank account. You never think. It's always like they're surprised. You always think you know best, and you don't. And that's why, listen, I've watched a lot of divorces.
Yeah.
And it all starts with a conjoined bank account, and I will never do that because I don't want anyone to touch it.
I think their chief concern should be they should get on their wife's
First of all, you should never quit a job without having another job lined up.
Well, she does apparently. She just bought a yoga
Well,
studio.
did she go to any of the education? Like, this is just so irresponsible. I don't understand how people function like this. You have to go to school to become a yoga instructor. You can't just...
Apparently not. You just fucking buy a studio.
Yeah, well...
Furnished and all.
Wife number one is allowed. Also, I don't think... I mean, yelling...
Here's my primary concern.
Yeah?
They need to check their wife's search history because yoga has gone from like a Subaru station wagon mom type thing to like thinks that George Soros is kidnapping her children type thing.
Really?
Yeah, yoga has the reason that like anti-vax stuff was so like popular amongst like suburban moms is because yoga ties into like essential oils, which ties into alternative medicine.
That's true.
And then yada.
But it can be good. I feel like
yada yada. You're at the Capitol on January 6th, 2021.
I feel like it depends. I feel like it's like where you're putting the yoga studio. All the yoga bitches I see are like just regular girls.
That's what you think. They look like regular girls until they
but
start yelling
like
about how one of the fucking
I used to go to
Rockefellers is
yoga.
a pedophile.
Yeah. Well, is he?
I mean, probably.
Probably.
Most billionaires are pedophiles. Once you reach $1 billion, something clicks in your brain. It's like, I have enough. What can't I get?
Yeah.
12-year-olds. Oh,
Hi,
but wait,
boy.
I can.
I can. I'll just call up my boy Jeff. Hi, little boy. What a nice, sweet boy with a nice, sweet belly.
So yeah, not the asshole. That's our ruling. You should have done more than yell at her.
Yeah, you should have fucking hit her.
You should have beat the shit.
Should have beat the shit out of your wife.
And that's allowed. That's what I'm saying. It's not like a 1950s, like, oh, I oughta. It's
well,
like,
I mean, I don't think any domestic abuse / violence should be allowed. But in this situation, you should hit your wife.
Yeah.
Because who the fuck does that?
No, I agree. That's absolutely fucking insane. That's also that's like the equivalent of like buying a restaurant. Like that's like a huge.
No joke. Like if I was married to someone and they like, if they quit their job without telling me and then depleted our savings without telling me, I would get a divorce immediately because that's so irresponsible.
It's so much worse than buying like a dumb purchase, like a big car or something like that.
Well, a
it's
car
like, oh,
also
this is something that you have to like work
and maintain
and like
it's a lifestyle choice, and you have a 7-year-old son. Think of the children. Do you have? Is that are you going to be able to provide a stable life for your child?
Their child
and
will
also
be very
you're gonna
zen,
have to,
though, at least
you're gonna have to work like 20 hours a day. Like running a small business is not for the weak.
No, it's not like you just go teach your yoga classes. Like you said, you literally have to maintain a business.
Yeah, like do you know how to do taxes? Like.
Yeah, no, so fucking insane. All right, last one.
Okay, I'm ready.
Also from Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole for being pissed there is no alcohol at a wedding?
Yes. Oh, wait,
No.
sorry. I meant no. I meant to say that you're not the asshole because unless it's like a fucking Mormon, like unless it's one of those weddings.
All right, let's get into it. One of my best friends got married last week. He drinks alcohol, and our friend group will hang out and meet up at breweries a few times a month. His fiance, now wife, does not drink, never been a part of her life. My wife and I got a hotel room by the reception space and Ubered to the wedding. The ceremony occurs. We go to what's supposed to be cocktail hour, and there was just soda and water, no booze.
And they called it cocktail hour?
There was a palpable buzz among our friend group at the lack of booze.
He didn't warn anybody that it was going to be a dry fucking...
Yeah. Bride and groom come to cocktail hour. Everyone cheers. When the bride and groom come mingle with us, I say, where's the booze? His new wife chimes in, saying her family doesn't drink and they were paying for the wedding, thus no alcohol. I tell them we should know that ahead of time. I say I wasted money on a hotel room and Ubering. I would have just driven in and maybe not even had come. I mean, that's insane. Your best friend's getting married.
If it's your best friend, you should
like,
show
I get
up.
like I didn't actually need to pay for a hotel and an Uber. Like, I get that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if your best friend's getting married, like,
yeah, if it was like just some rando.
I would have just driven. The groom says I don't need to be such an asshole. Also, like, it's their wedding day. Why are you bringing up logistics to them at their, like...
Yeah,
You don't, like, be like, hey, so what's up with this fucking party on their wedding day?
They spent, like, months and months preparing.
My wife and I leave, but it's clear I touched a nerve. In our group chat, friends were mixed on me saying anything. My wife said I wasn't wrong, but my timing was wrong. Yeah, your timing was wrong. Was I the asshole?
It's also like, don't...
You're the asshole, but I get being
You're the
pissed.
asshole for, like, ruining the wedding, but, like, I would be pissed, too, but I would keep that shit to myself. Also, I would have asked before, if my best friend is getting married and I'm in the wedding party, like, well, how was was there no alk at the bachelor party? Like...
There probably was, because
it was just him, no wife.
Drinks, yeah. But, I feel like if there's not going to be booze at a wedding, that's something you should tell people beforehand, especially if you know they're making arrangements. But also, you shouldn't fucking bring it up to them on their wedding day.
Because it's already happening. But I probably wouldn't want to go to a wedding without booze.
No, me neither.
Because the fuck?
No, obviously
honestly,
not.
Honestly, if not having an open bar...
You make an appearance at a wedding that doesn't have booze, and then you go to a bar.
And then you go to a bar, exactly.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude! I'm thinking now. My family doesn't drink. My sister is getting married. My sister's getting married next year.
Does your sister drink? I feel like she doesn't.
Not really.
Holy shit! Do you think she's gonna have?
Dude, if it's a dry
wedding,
I am loading up on shooters.
I was just gonna say, there's no fucking way.
Yeah, I mean, all no. They definitely won't do an open bar because they're not gonna pay for an open bar, and it's like none of my family's like friends drink. Like,
yeah.
But I will be pissed if there is not a bar at all. I will be steamed.
I mean, he doesn't crack a few cold ones every now and then.
I think he's like, oh yeah, like a good beer or something.
I can see him being like, all right, we don't need it.
But it's also my parents are paying.
Oh, your parents are paying for the whole wedding?
I mean, a good amount. Probably.
Is that how it works?
Damn,
my wedding is gonna blow. My parents don't have any fucking money.
Yeah, well, if you're in a girl wedding, then it gets a little complicated because who pays?
Oh, bet I don't have to pay for the wedding.
You got to assert yourself as a male by hitting the other one.
I also don't really...
And not working as a lunch lady.
I can't imagine enjoying my own wedding. Actually, I've thought about this pretty often, but there's just not a single scenario. I cannot fucking... It sounds like a nightmare.
I agree, but also I don't stress myself about it because I know I'm not getting married.
You don't think so?
No, I don't ever see anyone. For me, it was you. And honestly, I don't think I'll ever find anyone I'm compatible with. That's either I'm compatible with them or they're not attracted to me.
Yeah. Well,
there's no
young.
having both.
You got plenty of life ahead of you.
I feel like I'm fucking 30, dude.
I know. I also I don't really care either which way. Like when I think about what I want my life to look like when I'm 30, all of my goals that can be accomplished without a spouse.
No, I mean, part of me doesn't want it. And if I know I'll be good with money for the rest of my life because I won't have kids. And even if I do get married, I'll
not have kids.
So I'll have a good amount of money ideally. I'm in a good industry and who knows.
Yeah.
But so I used to try to not fantasize, but think about my wedding. And it's
imagine.
I'm not gonna waste my mental energy thinking about something that probably won't happen.
Yeah, I've also just never found any joy in it. I feel like a lot of people have and I support them. I love looking at little Pinterest. I feel like all my girlies have had wedding Pinterest boards for a long time. And I'm there's just something so unappealing. Anytime I think about even having to attend a wedding, it's the same thing about dressing up. I just don't. And I don't want to be in a room with all my friends and family. That sounds like hell. I don't want them to all interact.
They all combine, they all interact, and you have to talk to every one of them.
Holy
And then it's
fuck.
weird, because do you get drunk during your wedding? Because you want to remember everything. You should be on a natural high of sorts, but also you're going to want to fucking get drunk.
I'm going to want to drink, but then I'm I don't want to get drunk around my family. And then it's oh my God, who's going to start fighting? Who's going to, what am I
that with my sister's wedding that's coming up next year, her fiance, his parents don't speak. They haven't spoken in a decade.
Oh.
Yeah, so it should be fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully they drink.
Hopefully they fucking drink. Jesus Christ.
Hopefully they insist my parents have a bar. Yeah. Ideally open, because I don't want to fucking pay for booze at my own sister's wedding. But
yeah. Do you think we'll get a discount because you're a part of the wedding?
No, I'm not getting shit. Well, I am officiating.
Yeah, so I feel like you should get one beer.
I'm excited for that, to officiate the fucking
I know,
wedding.
I feel like you're going to do something weird. I feel like you're going to...
My dad was no, because I read some of the monologue jokes to my dad.
Yeah.
And I mean, he liked them, but he's none of that. There will be jokes, just because I have to make a joke every 10 seconds to feel comfortable.
Otherwise, you won't, yeah.
But no, I'm not going to make any... I'm not going to talk about equate Target to the 9/11 attacks for being woke or something like that.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't. You should probably just save that for the brain.
Yeah, I'll save it for the reception. I'll grab the DJ's mic, be like, get, I'm allowed to do this.
Are people gonna give speeches? Does she have like a maid of honor?
I mean, she will. I don't know. Fuck her. I don't know her friends, but
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's a non-religious ceremony too, so I don't need.
Oh, what the fuck? They're not doing a Jewish wedding?
They're doing some Jewish customs, like it's gonna be under something called like a huppah, which and they're gonna like break the glass and shit. But it's not. They aren't gonna be saying prayers because his family's pretty Christian.
Oh, yeah. So I guess he wouldn't convert.
So yeah, no, he's not converting. So it's gonna be like a non-religious wedding, but. So I won't have to, when I'm officiating, I won't have to say any prayers, but there's like legal shit that I have to do. I need to watch some videos because I've only been like 1 or 2 weddings.
But haven't you approved? Didn't you get like officious?
I'm an officiated minister, but that doesn't like matter here because it's not a Catholic wedding.
You only got it for Catholic?
I gotta double check my certs, my certifications.
I've only been to one wedding and it was at Jiffy Lube Live.
That's a crazy venue to get married at. It's like getting married at the fucking Link or something.
I know, we were just like on the stage. It's the only wedding I've been to. It was my mom's personal trainer. He was really nice.
He's probably rich as shit. God damn, no, someone was rich.
He's not.
His wife must have been.
No, she's not either. They just knew somebody who knew somebody.
All right, that's crazy.
But I remember we were there. We were at this wedding. He's super nice. I really liked him. He helped me like train when I was like, big stretch from the little boy. Big stretch. He helps me train for field hockey because I'm a shit athlete and I don't care to push myself physically. And he's super nice. Love him and his wife. And my mom and him were friends. He was on the Redskins for like a week and then whatever.
Yeah.
And he's at the wedding and he's like giving this beautiful speech, so nice and endearing and loving. And he reveals that my mom gave him her engagement ring.
Yeah.
And I was like, hello? The fuck? And I found out.
She's making assumptions about you, your sister, and your brother's future.
So quickly. I was like, and then he was like, and here's they are, and like, she blessed me because like he didn't have enough money for a ring. And like, it's just nice. I would do that too. But I was like, damn, bruh, what if I wanted it?
Nope. That's a very your mom move. Like not to consider her children.
Yeah. But I think it was my mom.
Like, this will make me seem like a good person. Like,
she was engaged a few times. She was engaged twice though, so I don't know if maybe it was like the first ring or this. I don't know.
Oh yeah, she probably has a fun collection at this point.
Yeah, she's got 2. So,
but that qualifies as a collection.
As a collection, yeah. Well, the first guy, they were engaged and they broke off the engagement because he wouldn't stop smoking weed. Which I can understand. If anybody ever in my life was like, you gotta stop smoking weed or I'm not gonna marry you, I'd be like, okay, fine. Get the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah,
then.
like stop smoking weed, stop drinking. What would you rather do? Stop smoking weed forever or stop drinking forever?
Probably drink. Just because I smoke, like, I don't know, actually. That's a toughie. Whenever I try and quit one, I just pick up the other.
I know. Like when I quit off weed, that's when I started like getting a little dangerous with the booze.
I know, exactly. And when I stopped, I started smoking weed because I was drinking too much. And so it's kind of like a catch-22.
I know. I mean, the difficult part is like I can't socialize without booze, but I can't be creative without weed. Well, I mean, I can, but
you can. It's just
music is so much better with weed, like mixing and shit. Yeah. So it's like, what's more important to me? Like going out to the bar, being able to talk to people and shit, or
true. But I think I think I would have to pick weed because like I've never regretted anything I've done when I was like too high, but getting too drunk is like I don't want to speak about.
Like you get sick. Booze is poison. Like it's
literally.
Like, oh, what are you doing this Friday? You want to go poison ourselves?
Yeah, like do you want to like actually like I like black, like deep blackouts.
Yeah, like let's go poison ourselves and forget everything we've done.
Yeah. And like weed, it's like the worst thing that happens is like I have to go to bed because my belly hurts.
It's like worst case scenario for me. I start thinking everyone doesn't like me, and then I fall asleep.
And I would do that sober or drunk or high. Like I would do that.
Yeah, no, I might have to go with weed just because like if I did stop smoking weed, I would booze nonstop.
That's what I was saying. I also feel like I would just like. I don't know. I also like when I was like drinking too much, I was like, I'm going to gain so much weight. I got to start smoking.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good life. It's a good life.
All right. Well,
It's been so long since I've said this, but this was a shit episode.
It's been a while since we've got one of those from you. Well, you came in hot.
I came in hot, and I just
You came in hot. You were shitting on me a little bit. You were shitting on some of my takes.
Yeah, because sometimes your takes are shitty, but I'm also just grumpy.
I do shitty takes. It's a podcast. That's what people want to hear. They don't want to just be like, I agree. I
agree. Yeah, they want to hear some shit that's gonna piss them off.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like the Tucker Carlson of relationship podcasts.
Yeah, actually, that's perfect.
That's our next rebrand.
Yeah, we'll
see if Fox.
I just don't feel good today. I just don't feel good. I don't feel funny. I don't feel silly. I feel like bad. I don't feel good.
That's all right. I made up for it with my humor and charm.
I don't know if I would go that far.
All right. Well, we'll let the audience decide, and we'll let you decide once you listen back on Sunday and go, oh, actually, it was pretty funny, like you do every week.
I don't know. I was thinking, but I used to say that every week, but I haven't said anything because the past few weeks' episodes, I've been like, yeah.
No, last week you texted me and said this episode was really good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like last week, I was like, that was fire. That was good. This week, blue cock. I'm not even. My mouth tastes like vinegar. My body feels terrible.
All right. Well, we're going to go watch
I'm going to go complain for 3 more hours.
Yeah, I'll go fall asleep. She'll complain on the couch, and we're going to watch the Netflix docuseries on NFL quarterbacks.
Yeah, sorry, guys. I tried my best this week, but my best wasn't good enough.
Hey, we got a whole 41 minutes in. So.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. All right. Well, folks.
Well, I love you.
It's been a blast. We'll see you again next week.
It has been a fucking blast. Can't wait to see you next week.
All right.
I'm Elise.
And I'm Eric. And we are on good
fucking terms.
Oh, I timed that outro beautifully.
Yeah, that was really good.